Hello everyone, Max Power. Alright you guys, I got a video review. This is the Hollywood Collectibles Group 1/4 scale Slimer. I've been waiting for this one for quite a while. Anticipation. I've seen the videos at Comic Con, and man, it just when I first saw it, I had to have it, and so here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and just give you a 360 look at the statue first of all. All right, from this is the exclusive, by the way. This one's 15 out of 250, and it looks fantastic from far away, guys. I'm sorry, but at this point, from just looking at it, inspecting it, looking at what you receive, I just cannot recommend this piece for the price point that you get, which is about $400. So I have to say this is, I have a lot of Hollywood Collectibles group, and while I've said many times that they cheap out here and there, but usually the sculpt and what you get, the heavy resin that you get, is all right there, and it seems like a solid piece. This item, unfortunately, is probably the sloppiest paintwork and sculpt that I've seen by Hollywood Collectibles Group. It's really kind of a disappointment. Again, from far away, just at 360, it looks fine. But when you get, and this is not one where, if you're far, you can see it looks nice. You get up closer, it still looks somewhat nice. But as you get closer, and I'm talking about at eye level, not where you're looking at it or you're getting really close to the actual statue, but just kind of at the eye level when you're like kind of looking at it, or someone would be looking at it, you can start to see it, the sloppy paintwork, the sloppy sculpt. So it's really a disappointment on this one from what I'm seeing. The table looks great. I really don't have a problem with the table. I don't know why Hollywood Collectibles Group just doesn't do mixed media. They say it's too expensive. At least that's what I was told at Comic Con, I think 2015. But if they really want to bring their A game, I think they really should start doing a lot more mixed media. But in this case, they do really well with the sculpting of clothing and things, and here they've done the same. But I don't know. I guess I was expecting a lot more from Hollywood Collectibles Group, as I've seen a lot of their stuff. I've got a lot of their stuff, and their sculpting, especially on creatures. I don't think they're there yet on characters, actual actors. They don't have the likeness there 100%. They're getting better. The Ghostbuster ones were good, but they were not right up there with the higher end collectibles. So in this case, I didn't think they could go wrong. The Hollywood Collectibles Group 1/1 scale Slimer is one of my favorites, and it's definitely a grail in my collection. I love that piece. They did a fantastic job. The paint looks great. The sculpting looks great. But on this one, it's just not there. I'm sorry, it's just not there. So again, right off the start, I cannot recommend this for the price point. Maybe if they dropped it down $100, I wouldn't mind. The exclusive, you get two, and sadly for me, the exclusive, both of them came sloppy. This one, which is this actually is the glowing one, which I'll again say that the paintwork, I don't know, the glowing part of it is just poorly done. I've had this under these very bright lights, and I turn them off, and all I see is just a slight glow on the arm and around the lip. And I'll show you that. So this one, you see a lot of seams, a lot of just messy paint, just messy seams that you can see. It looks it looks bad, honestly. It looks really bad, and I'll show you guys that. The other piece that I have, which is um, the I guess translucent resin, because they both look identical. I mean, you would know the difference between one or the other if you really you just it doesn't. They both look the same. The only reason I know is, again, I put it through the light, turn off the lights, and one you can see it glow a little bit. But the other piece, the translucent one, that one, sloppy paint. It looks better on the seams, but then there's sloppy sculpting around the mouth. So all in all, both of my pieces have one thing wrong with over the other, and so I think in my case the glow in the dark one is probably the better of the two pieces. But again, you'll see some of the things I'm talking about. All right, guys, it's time to get up close so you guys can see if anyone's ordering this, so you can see what you're going to get. I hope that you will be getting a better piece than what I have, because both of my pieces are not very good. I'm going to call Hollywood Collectibles Group, talk to them to see if maybe if they're willing to send me another one, or if they can give me a refund on some of it. Just at this point, there's a lot of stuff out there. $400 is big money for me, and if I'm going to spend $400, I wanted to spend on something of better quality, and this is just not it. So if they're willing to give me some a refund back in regards, take the price down, I'll keep it. If they don't, then I'm thinking of just sending it back. Again, it looks cool from far away, but when you have a $400 piece and it looks like what I'm about to show you, you might think twice about it. Everyone's piece is different. I know some other folks that have gotten theirs, and some of it kind of the same idea, a little sloppy here, but so what I have can be totally different than what you get, but this is what I received. So let's get up close. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod here so we can get really, really close into this piece. All right, so the food, I think on video at the Comic-Con, I thought it looked a little better. It's okay, not bad, but at the prototype at Comic-Con, to me looked a little bit better painted, more lively, I guess I have to say. But the dishes and the whole setup, really nice. The ice is interesting. It's just kind of a silver color there. So again, the table sculpt is really nicely done. The wheels do not move. All right, so let's get to the actual piece here. Since you saw it from far away, I'm going to go ahead and, without telling you or showing you what I see is wrong, I'm just going to let you guys see up close the actual sculpt. So this is about the kind of like at the level where most people would come up and take a look at something in your collection. So now this is the better piece. This is the glow in the dark one. So this is the one that if I do keep this, I will be displaying with this one. And again, Hollywood Collectibles Group didn't put the butt crack on it. All right, so now to get to the problem areas. So as you can see, or when I did the 360, I don't know if you saw this, but right here you're starting to see some of the sculpting issues, and that is a big seam. And on the video, you might see it, or it might not be too bad, but visually looking at it, it is very noticeable. You just looked like the two pieces were put together, and they just didn't put any effort into sealing, or it just looks like silly putty that was put around here. Terrible, just terrible. And it goes right through down here, and here you have just this tacky seam, and there's some of the sloppy paint. All through the armpit. Now the dishes, you can't remove this. So I'm going to show you the inside of the mouth. The inside on this specific one, it looks good. You can see the little, I always forget what that little piece called, but it is in there. The uvula or something like that. So he does have it in there. So that was kind of nice that they included it. You know, I was kind of guessing on that part of it, but it's back there. Again, there's more seams there. So again, this is the better one. So my problem again with this one is that big seam that you get right here. All right, so now again, this is the exclusive. So there's two pieces on here. So let me go ahead and put it on the tripod again. I'll get the other piece. Oops. All right, so this is the second piece. This would be the translucent. They both look like they're translucent, except the other one's painted with the glow in the dark. Okay, so here we go. There we go, we're in focus. All right, so again, this one doesn't have the doesn't really have the nasty seams. They've done a better job sealing them, so you really can't see the seams. But here's where you start getting in, and as you can see, the seams on here, although they're better, you have sloppy paintwork over here. All right, on this one, what I really dislike is they really didn't do a good job on the teeth. On the teeth, let me focus here. Okay, so here we go. On the teeth on this one, the paintwork here is so sloppy that doesn't look like there's a separation there. So it just really looks like almost one tooth. If it wasn't for this, and the video doesn't really show you, but visually there's no separation here. It's just, I think they just put a stripe right here, and so the tooth looks like it's together. So it looks like one complete tooth, and he looks buck tooth. And then right here, messy sculpting right there. And there's also a sloppy over paint or over sculpting on this side. You can see it a little bit better there. So again, the teeth on this one, on the front teeth here, not done as well as they did on this sculpt. So I'm trying to put these two together here. Hopefully I won't break them. But, oops. So there you go. So here you can see a separation. It looks nicely done. Here, not so much. Just looks like one tooth. So really terrible done on that one. And here's the difference between the head, the top head. Okay, I'll put that one down. All right. Another thing you'll notice, I don't know what's going on here, but it just looks like they forgot to paint, or there's an overspray. It looks like an overspray from the teeth right there. Again, every once, if you're getting this, you might get a better one than what I received. So this is just kind of what I'm getting here, guys. I don't expect everyone to get the same problems, but so far, I've seen some sloppy paintworks on other pieces of the same one here. Okay, there you go. You have right there a sloppy. And then I kind of threw this one, but so the fitting here is not very flushed. So I don't know. I mean, they've had this for a while. It just seemed like it was rushed. It's kind of the opinion that I'm getting. Just felt, or that QC wasn't really done on this product. It's my feeling. Because it's definitely not, it didn't meet the my expectations as far as overall. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the other piece back. Alright, so I know everyone's probably wanting to see the glow-in-the-dark feature on this one. And let me tell you, you're going to be disappointed. Because anything that's glow-in-the-dark, I have a glow-in-the-dark shirt. I have other things that I've got that are glow-in-the-dark. And, you put them up to bright light like this, and the thing just glows. I mean, the glowing part may not stay on for very long, but immediately you get a real nice glow. And that's what glow-in-the-dark paint should look like. But here, I'm sorry, you just don't get that. Let me go ahead and put this back. Alright, so... Alright guys, you ready here? I'm going to turn off all the lights and you're going to see the glow-in-the-dark feature. Let me go ahead and prop this up a little higher. There we go. And I'm going to get in real close here. Alright, now I've had these lights on this thing for at least a half hour. At least a half hour, so there should be plenty of recharge to the paint application for the glow-in-the-dark feature. But this is what you're gonna get. Well, this is what I got. I don't know if this is what you're gonna get if you get this piece. But here we go. I'm turning off all the lights. Okay, here we go. First one. Second. All right. Honestly, I can't seem to even capture it on video. That's how not good the feature is on this. There is. I'm going to turn one of the lights on here. Maybe this one here. Okay. I'm going to bring it down low. And so on the glow-in-the-dark feature on mine, there's a slight glow right here, and on the other arm, and around the lip section right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of stay on the video and watch these pieces. Maybe they'll show up. I barely can see them visually, but maybe they'll show up on camera. I'm gonna turn it off again. I'm going to take this off the tripod, and I'm going to possibly show you where the glow-in-the-dark is. Alright guys, I don't know. I'm looking on the viewfinder here, and then I can't see it on screen, so I don't think I can capture it. But you know, again, this is it shouldn't be this way. I should get a real nice glow in the dark picture. You should be able to see something, but in this case, just poorly executed. I don't know what kind of glow in the dark paint they used, but definitely you're just not getting it. Now, I even had a black light that I was using and I was gonna plug it in, but you know, it didn't make a difference because both the black light made both of them shine. So there wasn't really a difference. You know, this one didn't show up brighter than the other one. They both had the same lighting consistency with the black light, so I decided not to use that. So unfortunately, if you were expecting a real cool glow-in-the-dark Slimer, you're possibly not going to get it. I know that I didn't. So again, another disappointment for this piece. Alright guys, so you know, there's not much left to say about the piece here. If you're getting this, I hope that you can come to terms with some, you know, what you may get. From my standpoint, again, I'm going to call it Hollywood Collectibles, kind of express my concerns, some of the sloppiness that I'm seeing, the problem that I have with my secondary one, you know, with the tooth being all not very good, and you know, just overall, I'm just gonna let them know that I'm not happy with the piece. See what they can do, and Sideshow Collectible, sometimes they don't want their piece back, and they give you, you know, $50, $70, $100 off. You know, if they're willing to give me some pocket change back, I'll keep it. Because you know, the piece from far away, again, it's not bad, but you definitely, when you get up close, you start seeing some. I mean, it's not one of those things that you're looking for it. You just start to notice it. You know, there's times where you can say, oh, you know, if you're not looking at it, you won't know it. Not in this case. Depending on which piece I use, you can definitely, especially if you're talking to someone that's a collector themselves, they will immediately see some of the problems with it, and definitely see that this is not a premium piece by any means. So, you know, with that being said, if they're willing to maybe give me some type of refund, I don't mind holding on to it. It's really kind of a hassle to put it back in the box and send it to them. So it just depends on how much they're willing to do that. I've never sent anything back to Hollywood Collectibles, so I don't know what to expect. I don't even know if they do what Sideshow Collectibles does. But if they don't, then I'm just gonna send it back. I don't see blowing $400 on something this so badly done that you know, I'd rather spend those $400 on the ghost trap, the prop that they're coming out, the goggles that they're coming out. I think that would be more valuable to me to spend $400 on than, you know, than this okay Slimer. I already have a Slimer that I'm super happy from the company. So having this, I thought would have been nice as a compliment to that piece, but you know, the way it looks, it's just, for me, $400, just, it's not there. It's not doing it for me. You know, the seams, the bad sloppy paint job, you know, the low quality glow in the dark paint, it's just not there. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions, or if you have any questions, let me know. I get to you pretty quick. Hopefully, you know, if you're getting this piece, hopefully I haven't turned you away from it. The last thing I want to do is for anyone to say, oh, I'm not going to get it, because it's really a choice. I just want to show you what I have, and you can make your own decision as far as, you know, if you want to go ahead and try it out, see if maybe you can get a better piece. But you know, that's why I make these videos, is I take the plunge, I show you what I have, just as a way to let you the collectible out there know that there's a possibility that your piece may have the same issues that mine have. So I believe there's a gentleman that first made the videos out there. I'm trying to think of the YouTube name. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed that I don't remember off the top of my head. It's iMania, I think. Anyway, he's really cool cat. He put up the videos, and he had some issues with the paint. So, you know, I was hoping that I'd get a better piece, but you know, I just didn't. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate you as a subscriber, as someone that's just checking out the channel. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and hopefully I'll have another piece that is a little bit better to review. Okay, guys, take care. Max Power out.